EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. From way up at the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
First down, here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Burrow on play action. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ball game, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Steps away to his left. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., 48 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they're firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. On 2nd down to run with Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now a play fake. Rodgers completes it to Davis. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That goes for a gain of 31.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From way up at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1, right?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen.
On 1, ready? 11, 11. 11 MT in paint. 11 MT.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Buying time to his left. And looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 48 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From way up at the 23. And they got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11 empty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
11 empty. 11 empty. 12.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. 11, MT,
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
I'm one. Ready? Whoa, whoa, whoa. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11, MT. 11, MT.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden is a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Throwing is Rodgers. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. They find some open field here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 22. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On play action, now Rodgers. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From way up at the 23. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bengals drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
11 MP.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Mixon. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line. Knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Finding Hardman. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Rodgers. And he's got a man, Coy Davis. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Rodgers to throw. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
6. Jump out.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Palmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or two short of the crossbar. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case, because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 80 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Smith catches left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they